I've returned, and just for the sake of decent, or at least better gameplay, I have gone back to static lighting. I don't know, we'll see where that gets us, but yeah, that's basically it for now. I'm trying to figure out what to do next, and whether or not I really think we have amassed sufficient firepower to go after the mercenary camp, but I suppose the very first thing we should do is go and deal with those bloodsuckers. So I am going to invest in some shotgun ammo. I'm going to get the buckshot this time because it seems like, I don't know, as much as I like the slug rounds for mostly combat with human targets, it seems most helpful to have something with a bit of a wider spread when you're dealing with things like mutants, although I will get some of the slug rounds as well, just for good measure so that we have a decent amount of ammunition. I'm going to bring the SKS along just because I think the AK is going to eat through ammunition a little bit more than it needs to, and I'll leave a lot of any unnecessary weapons that I won't be using, and unnecessary ammunition and things like that, so that we're not using up a ridiculous amount. I'll have one bottle of vodka, one of these. I'll cut the anti-rads back to 4, grenades back to 3, bandages back to 6, just to generally get rid of some weight. I don't need a huge amount of food on me for this little trip, so, what is going on out there? Okay, let's go out on the balcony and find out. Hey, it's dark. What the? I think these are zombies, actually, so, I will bear that well in mind and go get my rifle and see if I can pick a few of them off, because why not? I only have 5 rounds, but why not, you know? Take a crack at them. Where are you? I'm gonna get you. Hey, that did some good. Although they were kind of irritated that I was packing weapons around on the ship. Although it seems like once I'm inside, they really don't care. But I don't know. But I am going to sleep before we head out to the bloodsucker lair because, well, it seems like a good thing to do because I don't want to go out in the dark. I don't have any night vision and I'm hungry. So I'll have the beef stew. And we'll be on our way. I'll put this rifle away, and I will equip this for now. Just because if we're engaging targets at long range, we'll probably know in advance. Or at least long enough in advance to get out a rifle, where if something attacks you suddenly, like a bloodsucker, it's good to have something you can react quickly with. I think that's my currently active objective. Yes, it is, to go over to the bloodsucker lair and deal with it. And it'll all just be wonderful. Hey, hello. Oh, you have nothing. Someone's probably looted you already. Hey, there's bodies everywhere. Let's have a look. Well, I can always use some more bullets. Not so much weapons that are too damaged to sell. Those don't do me a huge amount of good. Ooh, AK-105. Don't mind that. Okay, sorry, I'm walking around with a weapon. Jeez Louise, how much of this 9mm ammo do I have? The 919, a decent amount. Oh. See, exactly what I mean. We come upon these things and end up having to deal with them. Okay. This thing isn't the quickest thing to load up, but it's really good at missing. What was that? Okay. That's that situation dealt with. Who are you? Are you... You look kind of like zombies. Which means I'm gonna go around you and peg you from behind, if you don't mind. Which means I'm kind of getting caught in some crossfire here, but... Excuse me. That'll do for now. I don't want this. I have a better shotgun, although I can probably sell that, but then I'd be carrying a lot of unnecessary weight. On the other hand... Ah! Who cares? If it's sellable, I'll probably take it. Yes! Okay. I think I mentioned in passing in the last video that I like 1911s just a little bit, so I guess I'm living up to that now. Oh, must be loading something important. Blah. Blah. Badly decayed. I also sort of realized that I haven't been looting as much as I perhaps should from mutants anyway. Okay. Now the frame rate is normalizing, I hope? Maybe? It's gotta be loading something. I'm just gonna sit here and let it do that. And re-equip my shotgun. And like seriously figure out what's going on here. You know what? I think my computer might be trying to do something in the background. I'm gonna see if I can fix it. So, fun fact. I tried to diagnose why it was running so slowly. And it was because my antivirus decided to update itself at random, and that chews up about 90% of the processing power necessary. And then I tried to stop it from doing that, and then the game crashed and I hadn't saved it, so we're starting again from here. So haven't really appreciably changed anything. I'm taking the same stuff along. Well, I have a little more food this time, but other than that, it should be a similar trip. So, and while we're on our way over here, I'm sort of contemplating what there is left to do before we can go on to Yanov. So we have 2 more helicopters to visit. Or is it 1? Yeah, it's 2. We have 2 more helicopters to visit. We need to do this, and there's a few other side missions that I would like to do. Because the one thing that I really like about Call of Pripyat is they did the side missions really well, and that there's a lot to some of them. As much as I still would have liked, and I honestly actually did kind of like the randomly generated kill this person, get this thing ones in Shadow Chernobyl, just for an easy little thing to go out and do. I know a lot of people didn't like that. I sort of did, but I sort of wish that they could have sort of incorporated both into this. It would have been a really comprehensive system. So maybe if Stalker 2 ever comes to fruition, it'll have a mix of the two. But there are some dogs coming down that we need to probably deal with, so I'm gonna quick save and advance with caution. Hello. Hey. They're all the way over there. Except they're not. Oops. Oi, you're supposed to die. There we are. Come on. Oh, more of them. I think it's time to run and see what I can do with a rifle. Well, that dealt with some of them. Ah! I have about enough time to run away, turn around, and face one. Which does not put me in a good situation. And I know they're biting my buttocks right now because I'm sort of shifting around. Come on. Come and get it. Ah. Okay, that actually got me some distance. Oh, now they're coming from both sides. No. Okay, lead them back this way, maybe. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. Oh. Keep accidentally tapping. I'm playing this on a laptop. I keep accidentally tapping the touchpad and it fires this thing when it really doesn't need to. Okay, here's where those slug rounds are gonna come in handy. When I finally use up all this like, bird shot or whatever it is. Ah, no. Should have seen that coming. Oh well. They ripped my suit to shreds too, which is going to be expensive to fix. I don't have that much money, although it's pretty easy to get rich with these mods, I have to say. It doesn't make them substantially more difficult than the standard game, which I'm okay with, because misery is a little much for me. I have played through it twice, but it's tough. Seems like these rounds are doing a lot more damage from my SKS, so maybe that's the way to go. I mean, they're small, but they're high-powered, so maybe. Oh my. Okay. If I can deal with these guys a few at a time, then maybe I can manage. Okay, now it's time to run. 20-round magazine is good for this. Okay, seems like headshots are definitely the better option here. Shotgun again. I should see if I can upgrade this a bit. That's sort of weird to think about where the lair is in relation to everything else. Position the gas canister. And then turn the valve. And then we're gonna run home like crazy. It's time to go. Because in 40 seconds the bloodsuckers all die from the gas, but until then they're gonna come after us like crazy. So we're gonna head generally east or west. Yeah, east. There's more of these things. There seem to be an awful lot of these dogs compared to usual, but I do say. And also, I changed the atmosphere settings a little bit, just so it wasn't quite so foggy all the time, because I didn't think that made for very interesting viewing. No, no. Go away. Thank you. I'm going home. To inform Beard that the bloodsucker lair has been destroyed. And I'm going to use a bandage because I have been, well, not mortally wounded, but hey, I have 8 rounds in this. I don't care. Inform Beard. Uh-oh. I hear shots again. Now it's loading everything. Ooh. There could be potential for much looting here. Did I see something running in that water? I hope not. But I see dead people. Grenade! Okay, I'm stuck in the middle of a battle. That's nice. Hey. Sausage. Can't imagine this is... Actually, that might be sellable. I'm not sure. And a bit of fleshy meat. Don't recommend eating it, but I don't intend to. Do I want this? No. Let's see. What about you? I think that's all I'm gonna get. Be cool? Okay. I have a question for you. Ever meet a stalker called Magpie? No. Irrelevant rubbish. I think I might upgrade this shotgun because I I mean, there are ways to get a better one in Yanov, but that's a while away through some of the other missions up there, but I'm not going to concern myself with that right now.
Stalker.
What was that purple thing? Really, it looks it's really dark in here when you have static lighting on. I really don't like to do it, but
Приветствую, сталкер.
the machine upon which I'm running this is starting to show its age just a little bit. So, AKMSUM. So it's like, okay. So this is like the short-barreled version of the AKMS, as I understand it. The short-barreled version, Monolith manufactured. Where do Monolith manufacture weapons?
Слушаю тебя.
This introduces some interesting premises, shall we say, as to where weapons end up coming from. So, what can you do? Guess if you can add 2 to the mag capacity, that would be nice. Don't really care about the rest of this. I'm not planning to use this on a particularly permanent basis, so thank you. You will head down to Beard and tell him all about it. I wiped out the bloodsucker lair, and I got a Velas detector and 5,000 monies, which I do say is not too bad. What do you take these for? Absolutely bugger all. Okay. Not that I care that much. I have way too much of this on my hands, and I should see if I can sell that cute little gun to Owl. I cannot, so I add it to my suit to become gigantic. I'm gonna turn that on because I get the feeling you probably can't see, because YouTube tends to darken this even more than it already is. I will add it to my vast collection of weapons that are not particularly sellable, and I'll just deal with that. And actually I should get my you know what, I don't care about the suit. Do you sell Sunrise or Stalker suits? Yes. Can I purchase one? I can. I'm going to. What's this? Modernized. I don't care. And I'm guessing there's not much I can do with this old suit, so I will just stuff it in the bin and put on this snazzy new one that makes me look like a proper stalker or something. And then I will inquire as to another mission that I have in mind, but I think that will be in the next one. So until then, a toodaloo.